Hello, I'm Sabina, a CPA financial planner. I advocate for you to pay less taxes legally, legitimately, and ethically. Our practice focuses on tax-smart investing and wealth building. Today, I'd like to talk about, should you consider building an in-law suite on your property? Do you like the idea of family member living nearby, but still want the privacy of living in separate spaces? Or are you looking to earn extra income from unused part of your home or property? There is a solution you may not have considered. Meet the accessory dwelling unit, ADU. An ADU is a small house or apartment on the same lot as a larger single-family home. ADU are fully functional residences in their own right, with a kitchen, bathroom, living area, sleeping area, and separate entrance. You're probably already familiar with the concept, but if not the technical term, ADUs go by other names such as granny flats, guest house, or in-law suites. You might recall the television show Happy Days, where Fonzie lived in an apartment above the Cunningham's garage. There's an ADU too. Know that ADUs are not tiny homes. Tiny homes are built on a trailer with wheels are technically classified as recreational vehicles. By contrast, ADU are permanent structures built on a fixed foundation. Typically, homeowners build ADUs for two reasons: to generate rental income or to create flexibility for a multi-generational household. A decent number of homeowners are looking into these options. In 2019, the National Association of Home Builders reported that 1/5 of remodeling contractors participated in projects to create an ADU, either by building an addition or converting an existing space. In light of the pandemic, interest in multi-generational housing has grown even more. A recent National Association of Realtors report found that 15% of home buyers purchased multi-generation home after the pandemic began, versus 11% before. The biggest factor that seemed to be pushing this is taking care of or spending more time with aging parents or adult relatives, says Jessica Lowndes, PhD, Vice President of Demographic and Behavioral Insight at the National Association of Realtors. If the idea of an ADU is intriguing to you, the first thing to do is to find out if your municipality allows them. Local regulations are typically the biggest barrier to building an ADU. And even if ADUs are allowed, there may be rules you must follow around owner occupancy, parking requirement, square footage, and the look of the structure. You can find out these details by contacting your local zoning office or planning office. Whom ADUs make sense for? Building an ADU can be useful for a variety of individuals and scenarios. Consider the following types of people who might live in an ADU. Parents who want to live closer to kids and grandkids, full-time or part of the year. Aging or disabled relative who need some care but can live independently. Adult children or grandchildren while they attend college or get started in life. Visiting guests, caregivers for the homeowner, a long-term tenant providing ongoing income, guests through short-term rental services such as Airbnb, the homeowner themselves who downsize while renting the larger house to a family member or tenant. Perhaps the main advantage of ADU is their flexibility. Once the space is built, it can move between any of these scenarios as needed over time. How much does an ADU cost? Costs vary greatly depending on the type of ADU you build. The least expensive options are converting existing structures. Example of this approach would include creating an ADU by converting a garage or renovating a basement or attic. You could feasibly build an ADU this way for $40,000 to $60,000, provided the underlying structure is in good shape. For a detached unit built from scratch, expect to spend $100,000 or more for a small footprint of 400 square feet. For a larger ADU of 800 square feet, experts in this area estimate the baseline cost at $180,000. People certainly spend more than that, definitely there is some getting billed for 300,000 plus. These estimates are for total project costs, including permitting, design, and construction, and they are based in the Portland, Oregon, a place where ADUs are most popular. A local contractor can give you quotes specifically to your area and property type. How to pay for an ADU? Building an ADU is an expensive endeavor, and most homeowners cover the cost with a mix of sources. Most people use a combination of assessing home equity via a home equity line of credit or a cash out refinance. This is the most common way homeowners cover the bulk of costs. Second is cash saving or liquidated stocks, 401k loans, loans from family and friends, sweat equity, where homeowners do the work themselves. Other less common options of financings includes grants from non-for-profit intended to increase affordable housing stock in a given area, renovation loans from banks, which consider the future value of the property once the ADU is built. There may be developers that cover the cost of construction in exchange for a portion of the rental income. Last thing to consider is how to calculate if building ADU is worth it. While many people build their ADU for non-financial reason, considering the money ramification is only a prudent thing to do. Here are some questions to ask yourself. Can an ADU save my family money elsewhere? Building an ADU for a loved one may mean you can save on existing living care, which costs an average of $4,000 a month. You also may not need to spend time and money traveling to checking in on relatives or supervise their caregivers. Can an ADU provide rental income? If there is demand for rental property in your area, you may be able to lease the ADU to long-term tenants. If your location is near a major city or tourist attraction, making the ADU a short-term rental for Airbnb as such may be profitable as well. Can an ADU increase my property value? It's difficult to say for sure, given how varied housing markets are nationwide and how limited the data is on ADU currently. However, in the above sample in Portland, Oregon, an ADU increased property value by 50% of what it cost to build. The same spokesperson from National Association of Realtors suggests that any addition of square footage, if well designed, will increase a home's appeal to future buyers. One final question is to ask how prepared you are to manage a very large project like building ADU. Given the time and effort involved, it could be that the second biggest endeavor of your life, such as having a child or buying and moving into your dream home. You have to be extremely motivated, have the right financial formula going for you, and be in a city that has good regulation. So if all these factors are just right, then an ADU can make sense. If you find this video useful, please click on like, subscribe, and forward to those who may also benefit from this tutorial. Please also head to basecpaplus.com to sign up for our email newsletter full of tips for less taxes and more profits. Until next time, God bless.